My name is Skip Soskin, and I am one of the group of people that lead services when the rabbi is not, or a rabbi is not available. Tonight being one of those nights. So we will be using this book, which should be right in front of you. Ellie, you can sit farther away, can't you? There's only 10 of us. I mean, you could be way back in that corner. So we're going to start with a opening song, and we look on page 600, and it's way in the back where all the songs are. Nope, that's not it. 627. It has become tradition, I guess you could call it here, because it's been more than a year, to begin services with Sholem Aleichem to show solidarity with the people of Ukraine. So if you would join me on 627. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bohem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Barhuni l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Teichem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Depart in peace, O messenger of peace, angels of the Most High, majesty of majesties, holy one of blessing. Now we turn to page 125. Let's read this one together. Where has the weak vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished? Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain? The string of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat abide. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time. Contain the retreat of the hours and the days from the grasp of the frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world this day. On this day, Shabbat abide. And now we go back to page 120 and 121. Ellie and Jen, would you honor us by lighting the candles? This is very unique. They're not very, well, they are, but this is the only one of the 613 commandments where you do the deed and then do the blessing instead of the other way around. Do you want to read this part? This part, well, it's the same in your book.
The bottom or the top?
Whatever you want.
Broken thingy.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Wait, go ahead.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our day be among those who kindle light.
Very good. Now kindle the light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. And now we turn to page 123 for the Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kadsho b'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh b'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikroei kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim Kivanu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kashecha b'yahava u'ratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh hashabat Amen. Okay, we turn now to page 128. And at the very top of 128, join me. Hine matov manahayim shevet achim gam Yachad hine matov manahayim shevet achim gam Yachad hine mato hine mato Yadadai yadadadadadadai Hine mato hine mato Yadadai yadadadadadadai Hine mato manahayim shevet achim gam Yachad hine mato manahayim shevet achim gam Yachad. Ellen, would you read for us on the bottom of page 133? Yeah, you need to come up with the people online can't enjoy your dulcet tones. Yeah.
Sing to Adonai a new song, for God has worked wonders. God's right hand, God's holy arm, has won God victory. Adonai has manifested God's victory, has displayed God's triumph in the sight of the nations. God was mindful of God's steadfast love and faithfulness toward the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth beheld the victory of our God. Raise a shout to Adonai, all the earth. Break into joyous songs of praise.
Thank you. Thank you. And that takes us to page 138 and 139, both at the same time. This is Lecha Dodi, and we sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. When we start verse 9, Bovi V'Shalom, we stand, face the door, and welcome the Shabbat bride. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor b'zachor b'dibur echad. Hishmi'anu elam yuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shemo tiferet v'li tehillah. Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha. Ki michor haberecha. Mirosh mikedem emsucha. Sof maaseh b'maseva techila. Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, Giva orechu mi uri. Uri, shir daberi. Kevod Adonai aliach negila. Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Please rise and face the door. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam ben simcha b'tzola, tok emunei am segula, boi kala, lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. Thank you. That brings us to the end of the beginning portion of the service, the warm-up, if you will, the intro, if you will. We're on page 144 for the Hatzikadas. Join me, please. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabba be'alma divrach erutei be'lich malchutei be'hayechon yomechon u'chadechechol beit Yisrael bagala u'bizman kariv b'meru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mavorach Leolam me'al maya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha barichu leila min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nehemata damiram be'alma B'meru. Amen. We turn to 146 for the community call to worship, and please rise on one. I'm right. 146. I knew it was in there somewhere. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Barechu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Leolam Ba'ed Hamevorach Leolam Ba'ed. May be seated. Eric, can you read on 149? This is an hour of change. 149.
This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is an hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over?
Thank you. Thank you. On page 150, join me in Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Kuking u'mishpatim Otanu le'madeta Al Kein Adonai Eloheinu Mishpainu u'chumeinu Na'asiach bechukecha V'nizmak b'divrei Toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam ba'ed. Ki hem chayenu v'yorech yameinu uvachem negev yomam b'layla. V'yahavtach hatisir mimenu v'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. And we turn the page to the Shema, often called the watchword of our faith. And please rise if that's your custom, and stay seated if that's your custom. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Ba'ed. Thank you. Be seated. Joshua, you thought you'd come late and wouldn't have to do Kiddush. You want to come do Ve'ahavta? Please? No, just the first two lines. Just the. Well, if you need help, I'll get Ellie to help you, but she'd rather not. She already did a job.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך בדיברת בם, בשיטתך בביתך ובלבתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך ובתרתון עוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך ובטחתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, יהי קדושים אלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Where's the boss?
Oceanside.
Oh, right. Good for her. Okay, if you would join me on page 157 at the top. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go, it's eternally Egypt, and that there is a better place, a promised land, that is winding way to that promised land passes through the wilderness. That there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. And so we turn the page and sing the prayer that the prophet Miriam, Moses and Aaron's sister, led the people in after they left Egypt, went through the Red Reed, whatever sea, and got safely onto the other side. Mi chamocha boili Madonai, mi chamocha nedor by kodesh, no ratihilot, ho sefele, no ratihilot, ho sefele, ma'alechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokechayam lifnei Moshe Miriam, Zeli anu me'amru, Adonai imloch le'olam ba'ed. V'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, ugalo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. Allison, you feel like coming up and reading? Or would you rather not? 161, give us a place to rest.
Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukkot, shalom aleinu v'al kol amo, Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And on page 160, where am I? 160, 161, 162. I'll get there. 162 on the top. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat lasot et hashabat ledorotam beritolam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat lasot et hashabat ledorotam beritolam. B'nai Uvein, B'nai Yisrael, Odhi le'olam. Ishamru B'nai Yisrael et hashabat lasot et hashabat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim mi'et haaretz b'shamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat lasot et hashabat ledorotam berit olam. Ubayom hashvi'i Shabbat ba'inafash Shabbat ba'inafash v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et hashabat lasot et hashabat ledorotam berit olam. That brings us to the Amidah, often called the standing prayer. So guess what we're going to do? Or sometimes called the prayer. It's the central prayer, and it's in every service, no matter what one you're doing. So we're on 164, and we're going to read 164, 166, 168, and 170, the Hebrew parts. And then from 171 to 178, I believe. No, 180, you can read the English and or the Hebrew, or pray silently as your heart prompts you. So please rise. We're on 164 in a moment. In an envelope marked personal, God addressed me a letter. In an envelope marked personal, I gave my answer. Ananananana Adonai. Ananananana Seftai Tifta. Ananananana Ufi Yagid. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai. Ananananana Seftai Tifta. Anananananana ufi yagi. Ufi yagi tehila techa. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Bimotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohai Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Velohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Hanora El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim V'chonei Hakol V'zocher Hasdei Avot B'imahot Umevi Gula B'nei B'neihem L'man Shemo B'Yahava Melech Ozeru Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Abraham V'Zorat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Rachavo L'Shoshiach Morid Hatal Mechayel Chaim Bechesed Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim Tomer Noflim Rofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umechaye en emunato Lishenei afar Michamocha bial gevurot Umido mehelach Melech memid umechaye Umatzera meshua V'ne'eman ata v'chayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh Kedoshim b'chol yom v'lula selach Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. When you're done, you may be seated. You're on page, I actually lied to you. We're on page 179 in the middle. So we're in the middle. Please join me in the middle of 179. Lo yisa goyel goy cherev, velo yimdu od milchama. Lo yisa goyel goy cherev, velo yimdu od milchama. Lo yisa goyel goy cherev, lo yimdu od milchama. Lo yisa goyel goy cherev, Lo yimdu od milchama, lo yisagoy el goy cherev, velo yimdu od milchama, lo yisagoy el goy cherev, velo yimdu od milchama. Nation shall not take up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. But don't stop after beating the swords into plowshares. Don't stop. Keep on beating them and make them into musical instruments. And whenever anyone wants to make war again, they will have to turn them back into plowshares first. And now at the bottom of 180. Oh, say shalom bimrama. Uya say shalom aleinu. Be'akol Yisrael, Bimeru, Amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav, Uya say shalom aleinu, Be'akol Yisrael, Bimeru, Amen. Yahaseh shalom, Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yachol Yisrael. Yahaseh shalom, Yahaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yachol Yisrael. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, now we turn to 371. This is the Misha Berach prayer. And this is the prayer for people who have physical or emotional pain or suffering that we want to give a blessing to and together hopefully help them recover or get through whatever it is that's bothering this. There are those in our lives who suffer from illness of body or illness of spirit. The Misha Berach prayer, a prayer of healing and hope, petitions God to grant healing to those in need. Tonight we remember Elaine Kaufman, Joyce Salinas, Svetlana Lozovic, Jean-Pierre Chalouche, Jason Brooks, Larry Leichman, Linda Leichman Calderon, Stacy Roberts-Orr, Charlie Laufer, Rita Bregman, Gretchen Liplow, Susan Winsberg, Emma Jo Kennedy, Mary Gold, Bob Garfinkel, Sharon Nunez, Joan DeStefano. Does anybody else have a name they would like to add? Josh?
Fred Williams, Ellie Collins.
Anybody else have a name? Okay, thank you. Mishe Berach Avotenu Mechor Bracha Motenu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mechor habracha liavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Ooh, that's the wrong sheet. Shabbat Shalom. Tonight's portion is called Softim, or Judges. And in the portion, there are laws regarding both sacred and secular legislation. The Israelites are told that in every dealing they should pursue justice in order to merit the land that God is giving them. This is where we get the commandment, justice, justice shalt thou pursue. The people are warned to avoid sorcery and witchcraft and the abhorrent practices of their idolatrous neighbors. God tells them that they should be an Israelite unintentionally, God tells them that should an Israelite unintentionally kill another, he may take sanctuary in any of the 3 designated cities of refuge. And it talks about laws to be followed during times of peace and times of war. I don't know, suffer is the right word, but I have a touch of adult ADHD. And this is how my mind went when I started this. I noticed that this Shabbat is the 6th of Elul. Well, Elul is the month that's the run-up to the new year. And when we sort of get ourselves ready to celebrate the new year and then Yom Kippur. And then I thought about the new year. See where we're going with this? And I thought, we count the date of the year as the beginning of creation. So then I thought about creation. Okay? And so when I thought about creation, I thought about this story. And so I'm going to read you a story about creation. This is called the alphabet of creation. It comes from the Zohar. And what happened was God got ready to create the world. Eric would tell you perhaps for the 7th or the 8th time, as some midrash say. And so all of the letters of the Hebrew alphabet came to God and said, me, create the world through me. 26 generations before the creation of the world, the 22 letters of the alphabet descended from the crown of God, whereon they were engraved with a pen of flaming fire. And they gathered around God, and one after another spoke and entreated each one that the world be created through him. The first one to step forward was Tav. O Lord of the world, he said, be it thy will to create the world through me, seeing that it is through me that thou wilt give Torah to Israel by the hand of Moses. For it is written, Moses commanded us to keep the Torah, and the Holy One, blessed be he, made the answer. No, because in the days to come, I shall place thee as the sign of death on the foreheads of men. And Tav retired. And Shin stepped forward. O Lord of the world, create the world through me, seeing that thine own name, Shaddai, begins with me. But Shin was rejected because it was his ill fortune to stand at the beginning of words shav, which is lie, and shecher, which is falsehood. So it was with Resh, that stands at the head of Ra, wicked, and Rasha, evil, even though he could claim the honor of being the first letter in the name of God, Rahum, the merciful. Kopf, in his turn, had to be rejected, for although he begins the word Kodesh, the Holy One, he also suffers himself from being in the word Kelala, curse. The letter Tzadi presented himself, saying that he stood at the head of the world, the word tzaddik, the righteous one. And God said, "Oh, Tzadi, you are good and you are true, but it is you that will also stand for Zarot, the misfortunes of Israel." And Tzadi went away. Next came Pei. He claimed the word Podeh, the Redeemer, to his credit. And God said, you have the lowered head. This is the shape of the letter. You have the lowered head, symbol of the sinner, who, ashamed, lowers his head and covers it with his arms. Besides, Pesach, transgression, reflects the dishonor upon the letter Pei. The letter Ayin presented himself, showing that it is with him that the word Anawa, humility, begins. But the Lord said, I cannot use you for the beginning of the world, for it is with you that the word Arawa, immorality, also begins. And when the Ayin left, the Samech showed up and said, "O Lord, be it thy divine will to create the world through me, seeing that thou art called Samech after me, the upholder of all those who fall." God said, "Remain Samech where you are, for you must continue to uphold all those who fall." Nun, although he introduces Ner, the light of the lamp of the Lord, which is the spirit of men, he also introduces Ner, the lamp of the wicked, which will be put out by God. As for the Mem, it is true the Lord said that you serve me by starting the word Melech, king, which is one of the titles of God, but you are also the first letter of Mehumah, confusion. So Mem returned to its place. The Lamed now came forward, boldly proclaiming himself to be the first letter of Lachot, the celestial tables on which would be described the 10 Commandments. But he failed to remember that the tables would be shattered by Moses. At this moment, the letter Kaf descended from the glorious crown and cried out, "Master of the universe, may it please thee to use me for the creation of the world. For it is known that kisseth the throne of God, as well as Kabod, his honor, and Keter, his crown, all begin with me." And the Lord, blessed be he, said, "I will smite together my hands, Caliph, in despair over the misfortunes of Israel." The Yud then entered and asked to be chosen, for he did not form the first letter of the sacred name of God, Yah. But then it was also pointed out that Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, also begins with Yud. Tet based his claim upon being the initial letter of Tov, which is good, which is one of the attributes of God. But God spoke to him, saying, "Truly good is not in this world. It belongs to the world to come." He, although is the first letter of Hanun, the gracious one, is also the first letter of Hatat, sin. So Heth was rejected. Zion pleaded his case because he begins the verse which ordains the observance of Shabbat. But God said, "You may not help me in the work of creation, for Zion is the word for weapon, which is the image of war." And the letters Vav and He entered together, saying, "Create the world through both of us, for together we compose the ineffable name of God." But God replied, "You are too exalted for use in the affairs of the world." So they returned to their place. If the Dalet had begun only the word Daber, the divine word, it might have been used, but it also stands for, at the end of the Din, justice. And under the law of justice without love, the world would have fallen to ruin, so Dalet was disqualified. The Gimel, although it reminds one of Gadol, great, would not do because it stands at the head of the word Gemul, retribution. And then the Bet came. When the Bet left the crown, 200,000 worlds, as well as the crown itself, trembled. And the Bet stepped before the Holy One and said, "O Holy One, Lord of the world, may it be thy will to create the world through me, seeing that all the dwellers of the world daily give praise to you through me. For it is Baruch, blessed be the Lord forever. Amen and amen." And the Holy One, blessed be he, immediately granted the petition of Bet, saying, Blessed be he that cometh in the name of the Lord. And he created the world through the Bet, saying, Bereshit, in the beginning. And God created the heaven and the earth. But wait, there's more. The Aleph remained in her place. And the Lord, blessed be he, said, Aleph, Aleph, why have you not presented a claim as all the other letters? And Aleph said, Master of the universe, seeing that all of these letters have presented themselves before thee uselessly, why should I present myself also? And then, since I have seen thee accord the letter Bet this precious honor, I would not ask the heavenly king to reclaim that which he has given to one of his servants. And the Lord said, Aleph, Aleph, even though I have chosen Beth to help me in the creation of the world, you too shall be honored. And God thereupon awarded Aleph for her modesty, giving her to be the first letter in the Ten Commandments. Shabbat Shalom. Your turn. Ellen will grace us with her presence and go give us some announcements of what's coming.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Skip Soskin, for leading tonight's service, and David Forshaw. Where's David? Where'd David go? He's still out there. For greeting, thank you, David, for greeting everyone this evening. We also appreciate Eric, our AV team, for streaming our service on YouTube and Facebook. Tonight's Oneg is hosted by the Oneg Committee, which is Allison. Thank you, Allison. Here's what's coming up. Tomorrow, there is lay-led Torah study at 9:30 a.m. on Zoom. All of the links and things are on the website or in the TI Times, or probably both. Monday, the temple office is closed for Labor Day. Tuesday, the 2nd, the Social Justice Committee is meeting on Zoom at 7 p.m. Next Friday, the 5th of September, Kabbalat Shabbat is happening at 7:30 p.m., led by Rabbi Zoe McCoon, who will be one of our she'll be leading us in our high holiday services this year. So great opportunity to meet Rabbi Zoe McCoon. Allison will be our greeter, and our board rep will be Abby Fox Wong, and Ivy Leichman will be hosting Oneg next week. Sunday the 7th is our first day of religious school at 9:30 a.m. Please register your children on the website if you haven't already. Friday, September 12th, Kabbalat Shabbat is 7:30, led by Rabbi Elisheva Hurek. The greeter is Alexis Hamill. Oneg hosted by the Stanton Onsal family in honor of Talia's bat mitzvah that weekend. Oh my goodness. Then Saturday the 13th is Talia's bat mitzvah at 10:30 a.m., led by Rabbi Elisheva Hurek. Greeters Jerry Rabinowitz. Board rep is Kimberly. We don't really need to say all this in these announcements. They're getting a little long, huh? That evening, join us at 7 p.m. for the Shlichot reception and service led by Rabbi Zoe McCoon, and bring your shofar for the community shofar blowing as we begin the high holidays together. Wow, that's a lot going on the 13th. So thank you all for joining us tonight. Please visit our website or check your inbox for the TI Times for details and registration links for all these exciting upcoming events, including high holiday services and the Yizkor Book of Remembrance. Shabbat Shalom.
And it doesn't slow down because right after all of that, High Holy Days start. I want to thank everybody for coming. As I have said many, many times, Shabbat is my favorite holiday, and we get to have it once a week. So thank you for coming and celebrating and making this holiday a joyful one. We now turn to page 586, and we ask anyone who is observing a yard site who would like to please come up and open the ark. Okay, that would be me. So we're on page 586. Please rise. Whoops. It's the second paragraph down. Shelo asanu goye haratzot Velo Samanu Kol Adama, Shelo Sam Kelkinu Kraken, Meor Aleinu Kol Adama, Anahu Kori, Mishtachani Roi, Miftemele, Malke Malachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Ne'emar, Haya Adonai, Lemelech HaKol Haaretz, Bayom Hahu, Yeh Adonai Echad, Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo Echad. Be seated. Okay. We're now going to turn to page 599. No. Yeah. We'll start with 599. Just give me a second here. We think now of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, and those who died at this season in years past. And those with whom we have drawn into our hearts as our own. May their memories be for a blessing. Zikranom livracha. Now we go to 592. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men who wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. When you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give to me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. So look for me in the people I have known and loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not just in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die. People do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. We join our families in remembering the loved ones with whom we have lost recently and at this time in years past. May their memories be for an eternal blessing. Has anybody got a name for Shiva? First week? For Sloshim for the first month? We have Victoria Van Hort and Charles Fleischer. And we extend our condolences to the families in our congregation who are grieving the passing of these loved ones in the last year. Audrey Hyman, Gabriel Fettig, Adeline Spiker, Aharona Oring, Arlen Gulko, Michael Hyman, Stella Campbell, Morley Helfand, Morton Barak, Saul Allen Saad, Joel Cohen, Ed Winsberg, Bert Litvak. Are there any other names in the last year? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Anybody else? And yard sites, people who died in years past at this time of the year. Oh my goodness. Sonia Pekarovskaya, Ethel Norel Di Stefano, Scarlett Lehman, Gabriel Levy, and my late father-in-law, Clyde Nelson. Yes, sir. Anybody else? Okay, please rise and recite the Kaddish with me on page 598. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah. Be'almad divrei chirutei amlich malchutei. B'chayei chom v'yom echom b'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uizman karim imru amen. Yehe she rabba shvarach le'olam almei almaya. Yit barak, v'yit shabak, v'yit bar, v'yit raman, v'yit naseh, v'yit hadar, v'yit haleh, v'yit halal, shemei dekudashah, b'richu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tush bechata b'nehemata, dami aram be'alma be'imru, amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shlamaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'akol Yisrael be'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mrama, uyaseh shalom, aleinu ve'akol Yisrael be'imru, amen. Please be seated. And we turn to page 626 for our closing song, Ein Keloheinu. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kimalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu, Mi Eloheinu, Mi Kadonenu, Mi Chimalkeinu, Mi Chamoshienu, Noded Eloheinu, Noded Adonenu, Noded El Malkeinu, Noded Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. You are our God. You are our eternal one. You are our ruler. You are our Redeemer. Shabbat Shalom. Please join us in the social hall for an oneg that Allison, as she's gone already, put together, and we can chat a bit. Thank you.